Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. Nice to meet you. Today's video is going to be very different. Today is going to be a chatty video, just kind of updating you on my skin, updating you on where I'm at. I actually don't know if I've ever made a video like this. I don't know if I've ever made a video about my skin. You know, all the time that I've spent talking about skincare products and how I use them and all of that stuff. I don't know if I've ever made a video just about my skin. So this isn't going to be like a comprehensive video about my skin. It's not going to be super duper long, but I am just going to talk about where I'm at with my skin, some issues that I've been dealing with, how I've been dealing with them, and basically just like the last year of my face. This isn't going to include any before or after pictures or anything like that. So if that's what you're here for, feel free to click away. But I am just going to talk to you about one thing to note is that it's really difficult to talk about these types of things because your skin is such a sensitive issue. It's such a public thing. Like, your face is what everyone sees. You can hide anything else with clothes or, you know, whatever else. But your skin, if it's bad, if you've got bad acne, it's really, it's impossible to cover up. Like, people know it. I mean, at least that's always the way it was for me because I had severe acne. So my acne journey has been long. It's been really long. I've had ups and I've had downs. So my skin has been on the up and up pretty much in a linear situation for 4 years. Ever since I discovered good skincare, my skin has been getting better. About a year ago, I started having these random, really bad breakouts, like really bad cystic, awful, terrible breakouts. And if you've ever had cystic acne, you know that it's uncomfortable in a variety of ways. It's uncomfortable in that there's a lot of pressure. It's uncomfortable in that it's really sore. Sometimes it feels like it has a fever. It's terrible, and they take forever to go away. About a year ago, I got a breakout on this side of my face, and it was awful, and it was stress related. I was going through some medical stuff personally, and it was awful, but it went away, thankfully. Then early this year, my dad went through some medical stuff, which was very stressful for me. And I got another breakout, this time on the opposite side of my face. And it was basically the entire right side of my face, not the entire. I had a pimple right here, it was huge. I had a pimple right here, was huge. And I had a big cluster of pimples down here. It was awful, it was disgusting. It was just not good. That stent with a breakout actually forced me to go to the doctor because they wouldn't go away. I was actually really concerned about it. I really thought that there was something else at play. Like, I've read situations where people get these things that look like cysts, but they're actually like tumors. And I was really nervous about it because they wouldn't go away. Like, typically my acne, like, it ebbs and flows, but it comes on and then it goes away gradually, like really gradually, like snails, frozen snails. Like, it takes forever, but this one would not budge. It was just there and it was staying forever. So I went to the doctor, and my doctor has been trying to get me to take a round of doxycycline for like the longest time. I was finally like, okay, I'll do it. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I need something to help get this to go away. Because, you know, I'm a skincare blogger. I'm a beauty blogger. Like, I show my face all the time. And I was so ashamed of that situation because it looked so bad. Like, it was legitimately, the one on my cheek was the biggest I've ever had. It was so huge and it was so painful. I went on vacation with it. It was awful. So I took 4 rounds of doxycycline. And by that, I mean that I took it for 4 months. By the end of it, my skin looked better than it ever had, probably ever in my life. But I was really scared to come off of it because I was really scared of a rebound. I was really scared that I was going to come off of it and my skin was going to like immediately be worse than it ever had been. So I was scared, but I had to. Came off the doxycycline, and for a while things were really good. Nothing really changed. I was pretty much status quo for a while. And then about a month and a half ago, I started having these weird random breakouts that were unlike any breakouts I'd ever had before. They weren't cysts. They were like just normal pimples, but they were bigger than like normal pimples. I have a line of scars over here now where a bunch of them popped up all at once, and it took forever for them to heal, and the scarring is still there. And then I got some over here. These are still healing. I had a bunch on my chin. It was crazy. Like, I have no idea what caused it. So I was really sad about that. I mean, it's a really disheartening thing when you're someone that spends as much time and money and effort on your skin as I do. I feel betrayed because I had been in a place where I was getting more comfortable with going out without makeup on and all that stuff. And then I just felt like I totally regressed. I felt like I had completely fallen back into my rabbit hole of not feeling good about my skin or myself. And yeah, so I decided to put myself on a skincare diet where I basically limited the things that I used. I did some experimentation, all of that stuff. And it's been going really, really well, actually. Like, I really feel like this is the best that my skin has looked without being on medication in a long time. And I mean, I say that and it could just as quickly go away as I just said those words. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and have 400 pimples on my face. And I would be starting all over. But for now, like, things are going really well and I'm feeling really good. But I went through that period. It was just like a trial again. I mean, acne is such a difficult thing to deal with because so many people regard it as this, like, you know, nonsense issue. Like, it's nothing. But it is something that affects every aspect of my life. It affects my emotions. It affects my socializing. It affects my presence on the internet. It affects my presence in real life. It affects my relationships. And it affects my creativity because it makes me feel bad. And yeah, so it's something that I feel is worth talking about. Not a whole lot of people talk about adult acne. And it's a thing that I feel like a lot of people deal with. And it doesn't matter the severity of your issue. Like, I can totally imagine having perfectly clear skin and getting one pimple and like feeling really bad about it. But yeah, that's where I am right now. I've basically been on a really minimal skincare routine for about a month and things have been going really, really well. I'm actually going to do a full skincare update like next week, all the products I've been using, because while yes, my routine is really minimal, it still is comprised of like a lot of different pieces. I don't use everything every day. I just kind of feel it out based on the day. So I'm going to be doing that. And I am going to be making videos in the upcoming weeks about like how I've changed lifestyle habits to help my skin and also what I've done medically to help my skin. So yeah, I don't really know the point of this video other than that I wanted to talk about my skin a little bit and I wanted to just kind of have a moment where I'm like really casual. I mean, I'm literally sitting on my bed and I don't have a tripod or lighting or anything like that. Like, I literally just wanted to have a chat about my skin. And yeah, at some point I'm going to do a whole skincare story, like where I started, where I've been, where I'm at, but it's never felt right. I've never felt comfortable enough to do it. So hopefully that day comes sometime soon-ish. Anyway, I'm so sorry that this was like really weird and random, but I appreciate if you watched it. I will talk to you all on Friday. Bye.